Dun dun dun. Bum 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 bum. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, day 21. Doesn't really mean much, except we did learn yesterday that there's a special sale in the commissary on days 20 and 21, which means if I find the commissary, we're taking it. So welcome back to Blueprints. I should probably have said that, because otherwise you would have had no way to tell what game this is. Well, yesterday was somewhat successful. The biggest thing probably is us keeping this key card. We do this by using the break room, so what we learned yesterday. This room, if you call it a day, when you're inside the room, then you get to just start with the key card. So I have two big things this does for me every single day. Big thing number one, foundation. If I go to the basement through the secret passages that I've opened up, I can call the elevator and go up to the foundation and start my day here. There's pros and cons to this. Pros, you can get to room 46 rather quickly. Con is these doors tend to be locked, like mega locked. So I'm going to get up here and then not be able to go anywhere because I have no keys. So maybe at this early point in the game, I'm not going to be able to do much up here, but I do have that option in case I accidentally dead end myself like crazy down here. I can just go up here and start over. Big thing number two is security doors. I don't have to go to the utility closet and shut off the security power. I can just go to the security room and turn the security to high every day. So instead of having to find two rooms to make security doors easy to get through, I only have to find one. Well, I don't even have to find the one, it just makes them more likely to show up. So let me see what I can set up here. Let's get the den going. Den is always a favorite. Secret passage is interesting, but let's not put it here. Let's put the storeroom here. Get a dead end out of my way. It's a little weird to put it in the front-facing room, but that's alright. Let's make... if I can get another T-shape here, that'd be great. We also learned yesterday putting the chamber of mirrors in your house really screws with your ability to get around. I don't want a funeral parlor here yet. We're going to do the security. Because now all I got to do is turn it up. I don't have to do anything else with security. The gem is probably in the den. I say probably because I forgot I hadn't walked in the den yet. So all we're going to do is turn security level to high. Now, because I have the key card, I don't have to worry about offline mode because it's not ever going to be offline. I just out of habit always do this because what happens if somehow I lose the key card? I want to turn that off. It's not going to happen. But I like to imagine a world in which, like, a magician could just appear in this game and do stuff to me. The gods of chaos will influence this game to annoy me, is what's going to happen. So let's access the laboratory and set up our experiment immediately. And this time, I'll actually try to be successful with it, because I totally bungled it yesterday, because I didn't have the key card, and I thought I did, so I set up an experiment that needed a key card. Now I could do that same experiment, but we'll see. When you find an archived floor plan, this would require drafting the archives, so no thank you. We're going to try... What's more likely, drafting a ton of bedrooms or finding trash while digging? I did ask for the shovel to be at the commissary, so this could happen. So we're going to do this. We're going to try to deliver letters to the mailroom. And if you're thinking I'm really pushing for this mail because it's vital to a puzzle, it isn't. You can get by without it. I just wanted to show you, and it's really easy to just forget to do this. So, might as well. The experiments aren't really game-changing yet anyway. So, Reading Nook is probably the thing to do here. Furnaces, I don't want to put the furnace there. So we're going to put the Reading Nook there. Oh, what was I thinking? No, I don't want the Reading Nook there, because the library would curve to the right and cut off the security position here. So I won't draft the library out of it. I would want to draft something else. Commissary is actually the one I'd want to draft at. Oh. Okay, well, then we're going to go in here, grab the key. That was a poor decision on my part. We're go in here and take the key, but now that room is useless. At least has a rook, but I'm not doing the chess puzzle either because I want to completely do the armory stuff. So shovel we want. Metal detector is also great. You know what? Since this is also cheap, let's take it. Salt shaker, it's not my favorite item, but it will come in handy if we see a lot of fruit. So get me something. I mean, this at least connects all the rooms to each other. So I want to find rooms now that have lots of digging spots. So obviously the chapel's one of those. Let's now head the other way and start to fill in those rooms. Alright, what would I really want to see today? Obviously a vault coat check combo is my favorite thing to see, to get that out of the way. There's something to do with clocks for one of the sanctum keys. Now there's a lot of clocks in here, but I haven't seen anything yet for this room. If I don't know, I'm going to look for something that helps me out with that. There's one about below the docks, which is definitely reservoir. Then there's 5 and 6 I don't really know yet. And then 8 requires getting behind the last door of 8, which I also don't know. Office is nice if I'm going for the chess puzzle. I'm going to take the break room again because it's going to give me keys. And it lets me come back here at the end of the day. Interesting. Cool, anything behind here? No. It lets me come back at the end of the day and then get the key card again. I can basically make it every day I have a key card. 3 squared is 9. 11 minus 8 is 3. Squared is 9. 18 minus 14 is 4 times 1 is 4. Squared is 16. Alright. What would I want most of all? A dead end is fine as long as this goes straight out. Or I make this one go straight out, kind of waste the corridor and put the dead end here. Which would I prefer? I don't want the kitchen there. Guest bedroom's kind of nice. Let's do the corridor here and then aim for our dead end out of the den. Didn't get a dead end. Funeral parlor is alright here. Locked trunk. This wastes the hallway, but I get a free locked trunk. I can put the funeral parlor here and then come back when I have more red rooms. Because the amount of gems in the funeral parlor is based on how many red rooms are in the house when you open it, not when you draft the room. Which is nice. Workshop is always good. Spare room is the same as this for right now. Workshop has an item in it and I can combine items, so we're going to do that. Coin purse, which is not useful right now. I'm not super worried about money. I don't want to combine any items right now, do I? We'll see. Gymnasium, that'll help my funeral parlor. And it opens myself up the best. So let's go in here and then... I'm hearing... Oh, there's something over there. Car keys, if I get the garage. Let's open up some doors this way and just see what I get. Courtyard is good. It's going to have digging spots. Let's open this one just so I have it, so I don't have to enter the gymnasium too many times. Dead end here is actually a pretty good spot for it. Let's do the utility closet. I don't need to turn off the keycard system. In fact, I don't want to. I mean, it doesn't change anything. I want to turn off the gymnasium, not the dark room, and turn on the garage, even though I don't think that will help me. This utility closet is becoming less and less useful the further in the game I go, but that's okay, because I'm just clearing the dead end out of my draft pool, so it doesn't show up later. Alright, now I'm hoping to not dig up anything, so that was not what I wanted. I want to dig up nothing so that I get a letter to the mailroom. Okay, I digged up something again. I'm sure that if I didn't do the experiment, both of those would have had nothing in it, because that's how this game works. Ivory dice is always good. Increases the chance of things like coat check or vault. Let's see what we have up here. Drawing room is always good. And then I'll try to get a dead end over here as well. I'm okay using the keys right now. I'm fine. I'm not scared of that. Cloister is almost good in that spot. Let's put the planetarium here. Have we been in the planetarium? I think we have. Sometimes there's an item in here, and there wasn't this time, so I just wasted some steps. This tells us how we are here. We're at 15 stars, so if we... Oh, the sale. If we go to an observatory today, we'll get 16, which is both of these. Actually, that'd be really nice to get an observatory today. In here's going to be a gem, that's for sure. What I like about the drawing room is redraws. I want to get those. But the thing is, I don't want either coat check or vault out of this room. Observatory is really good out of this room. And then this one... let's save the key for now. This is what I want. Now this is going to make four-door rooms more common, which I guess is fine. It is going to make the weight room and the archives more common, but I think I've got workarounds for that. Let's head in here and start digging up and hope for trash. There we go. Letter's been delivered to the mail room. And we got another one. Cool, 2 letters. Of course, we got to draft the mailroom, but I'm not too worried about that. Let's see. This is probably locked. Yeah, let's take this one, which we can just get through. This is where I'd want to put the cloister. Ooh, armory's nice too, but I'm going to do the cloister first. We know how to get in, and I've got me that shovel, so let's see if we get some trash. There we go, 3rd letter. It's not a letter-worthy thing. It's just the same thing. Oh, hold on a second. Wait a second. What's this? Look at that. You can barely... No, it's not like barely see it. It's just small, so if you're watching this on like your phone, you're probably not going to see that too well. I'm looking at letters. C, X, E, T. Let's remember this. How did I miss it? I've looked at this multiple times. Didn't even see that. Broken lever. Oh, wow. Well, now I can make an item with that, right? No, I need the battery pack. Broken lever, battery pack, and shovel makes the jackhammer. I can walk right through this. That's cool. What's beeping? Something over here? Okay, there we go. Anyway, we got more letters for the mailroom. I want to get green rooms out of here. Is that possible? Well, not if I'm getting weight rooms out of there. Great Hall... Great Hall can open the antechamber for me. Do I want to get into the room 46? I might. Let's at least get it out of my draft pool so I'm not sitting on that. Oh, I've got... Oh no, it's probably behind the door there is what I'm picking up. Let's see about a green room out of here. You know what? I didn't even want a green room. Boiler room could help me... I can't get pump room unless I have the pool. Archives would be a terrible choice. We haven't seen the clock tower, have we? This is a room we added. Tomorrow we'll start with 1 key for every tomorrow room we draft today. So planetarium's a tomorrow room. Break room's a tomorrow room. Oh, this is really good. We'll start tomorrow with 3 keys. Uh-huh. Oh, hold on as well. The sanctum key, the tip for the 3rd key, was it's high up among all the clocks. So let's look up here, maybe? We just got a view of the house. Is this... What direction are we facing here? I think... South? No? Oh, hey, compass. Well, what do we got here? Let's remember this. We're not totally sure what it is yet, but we might find some hints about this. Southward I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore, carried by westwardly winds, rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward I see a crow, dark are the days coming forth. Well, that's tricky. I wonder what that means. We got this symbol here. If you look at the first letter of each line, it spells out sacred. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know what to do with that. Hold on a second. This is 10 o'clock. It's backwards because obviously you'd be looking at the clock tower from outside. 10 o'clock. 1:30. 10 o'clock. Something's wrong with that clock. Maybe if it's high up among all the clocks, it might have something to do with this one. I mean, it's not doing anything. So, hold on, actually. If we look down here, this was also like 1:30. Like if you look at this, hold on 1 second. It takes a while to get down the stairs. If you look at that as noon, that's 1 o'clock, 1:30. And that's the thing that we're going to climb the stairs again. Hope you don't mind. This is a really unsafe stairway if it has no railing on the inside there. I'm going to complain to OSHA. So yeah, this says 1:30. Maybe something will happen at 1:30? So I have two choices. Do I stand here and wait for 1:30, or do I come back and hope I get here before 1:30? My choice is to leave and come back. Because I'm trying not to edit the videos at all. I'm trying to make sure it's one continuous, unbroken stream of thought from me. So if I edit it, you don't know what I'm doing in the meantime. You just have to sort of trust me on that. This is the only room that's going to connect the way... Oh, no, hold on. Rotunda will, but gems-wise is really risky. Let's take that there. And then leave. Do I want to go out the Great Hall? No, I want to go out this way. Don't want to use keys right now. We're going to head all the way back and start going through the chapel. That's a locked door as well. And we're going to see if we can find, say, like a garage. Anything that... What was that sound? What was that sound? Okay, never mind. See if anything that'll help us find keys. Oh. Missed that. Alright, coin purse. I don't really need the money, so it's not really helping me. I'd also love to find a dining room, just to get those steps back. But it's not the end of the world if I don't. Did I buy everything here? I think I bought everything on sale. Yeah, we're good. Rooms with dig spots are also good. Something's in the chapel. Let's get my coins back from doing that. This might have the garage, which would be... Oh, it's my last gem, though. That is a bad idea. So we're going to take the boudoir, because the boudoir gives me gems. So maybe if I'd gotten the side door first... I don't know. I'm sure I could be better at drafting than I am. I'd love a straight shot out of the chapel, actually. I would love to not have that weight room. Let's give me something else. Locked okay, this isn't great. But we're going to take that. We're going to open this. No, we're not, because I don't have a sledgehammer. If I had more keys, I might, but I don't have a lot of keys. So let's passageway here. It's nice that the passageway is free. Let's give myself something like a conference room here. What's ticking here? Oh, some coins. I see what time it is. I should double check, make sure I don't spend too long if I'm going to go for that. Ah! Gems. Is this more important than getting 2 rooms? Well, I would spend a gem only to find potentially a room that does nothing. Let's take the wine cellar, because it will have gems for sure. And maybe other items. Okay, no, just making sure. No, just pens and things. This doesn't need to connect to the Great Hall, but it can. I could take the dining room and make myself very happy. Yeah, this is a really good spot for the dining room. I realized I didn't walk into the rotunda, so I didn't actually get to rank 8. So that was kind of dumb. Something's clicking. Key. Oh, that's good. I want keys. Spare room's all right there. Spare room's actually what I want there, because I could get a garage on the other side of this. You know what? I guess I'm going to go for the garage on the other side of this. I did not get it, but I could do this and get the garage. Or I could try again. This will actually have keys in it and potentially a link to the garage, so... Oh, secret garden key's even better. Because now I'm not super worried about garage. We've done this already. This is just a thing. Let's secret garden key here, because we can also open the antechamber this way. Turnip. Coins. I see a secret sledgehammer there. The hammer will help me break open the thing in the hallway if I care. Okay, now I got extra keys. So here's part of the new update. I'm going to hold the right click, and I'm going to skip this scene. And there we go. I wish I could skip this one, but I can't. So it's a little bit tedious to do this. But I want to open both the left and right doors of the antechamber. I mean, it's not like I'm expecting to do a room 46 today. I'm not really aiming for room 46 in a lot of runs, because I'd want to put the crown that I find there into the coat check, but I won't do that till I do the vault puzzle. But if I open up both sides of the antechamber, I can use it as a through route from left to right. Oh, hold on, hold the right thing to skip. Saves a bit of time. Something's hidden on the ground around here. I heard a beat from my metal detector. What's going on? Oh. Interesting. Let's see if I can get through on this side. So straightaway would be nice here. Patios. Oh, hold on. There's the coat check. You know what? I really do need to take the coat check and then aim for the Great Hall. Or the Great Hall. The vault, whatever. We're going to retrieve the vault key. And then hope for the best, basically. Boiler room isn't great here. I could just get rid of this from my pool. That way it's dead end that's out of my way. Okay, there's potential here. There's potential for something. I need to check what time it is. I really do need to know. I could always just walk at the clock tower again and make sure I'm not screwing up. There's something behind here, so this is definitely one of the item doors. It's just money, which is not my favorite. It's got the lever, but I've already pulled it. Let's see where we are in time. I think it's still plenty of time to go. But it's always good to double check. It is after 11, so I still have 2.5 hours in-game time. So, we're good. Let me make sure I've gotten the meal from the dining hall. So I'm going to have to waste a couple steps. I should have done that earlier, but I wasn't thinking straight. I mean, I hadn't drafted the dining room yet, but I could have thought, oh, what if I do draft a dining room in the future? You know. So let's get the 20 steps. Well, 21 steps because I have the salt shaker. Which should take care of steps for the day. Oh, there's a clock in here. I could just be looking at that like a dumb... Okay. So now I want to use the rotunda to take myself other places. I'm going to save my keys. I don't know if I'm going to need them yet. So here, there's nothing that can be rotated. This is just going to block me off forever. But I can go through the antechamber now, and this is going to get me all the keys I need for the rest of the run. Which is 2. That's right, I haven't drafted many bedrooms. But 4 keys is better than 2. So I need to draft a vault. Or I don't need to, but I am definitely aiming to draft a vault. I mean, if I got a vault, I would give up on whatever is up here anyway. I'm going to take this, because I'm going to get it right back. Nothing in the room. Security doors should be showing up a lot more than they are. Okay, this would end my search. I would get no vault. Let's hope... Yeah, let's take the library, because the vault has a greater chance of coming out of here. Of course, I have no more ivory dice, so I do have to sort of get it in one shot. Bookshop. Have we been to the bookshop? We're going to go to the bookshop. Also, I don't have enough gems for the vault, so I don't know what I'm on about trying to get it. Reddington Herald, a new clue sold out in hours. It should come as no surprise that the latest book from local author Marion Marigold is breaking literary records and making headlines even in absentia. The release of her new book, A New Clue, comes only 14 months after the distressful report of the author's mysterious and unexplained disappearance. Her current publisher has issued a statement debunking the conspiracy theories surrounding the book's recent announcement, stating, "The writing of this book was completed and well into the editing stages many months before the disappearance. In addition, the publisher has revealed that all the proceeds from first edition sales of A New Clue will be going to Lasting Hope, a non-profit organization that aims to provide resources and intel in the investigations of missing persons. Still, the timing and conveniently mysterious title of Marigold's third book has left many cynics denouncing the book and her disappearance as a cheap publicity stunt." Detective Bon Margul, who many theorize may have been the inspiration for A New Clue, was quoted only saying that the book was unintentionally accurate. Regardless of their opinions, fans, puns, and cynics alike were standing together, elbow to elbow, in bookshop queues this morning, eager to get their hands on what may very likely be the last words ever published by the missing author. So we know from the red letters and some other stuff that Marion Marigold was involved in a heist of the Ruby Crown or something or other, and we don't know if she got away with it, but that was the plan. She disappeared. She either was iced because she got caught, or she escaped. But she had written this book called A New Clue before doing the heist, and it has come out since then. Detective Bon Margul is the guy from... So that book, The History of Arindia, which was censored really heavily, there was the note in the middle from the detective who basically had asked Herbert for the original book, and Herbert gave him the censored one. So he was like, good work, now really give me the real book. So Bon Margul's the one investigating something to do with this mansion. And I believe but cannot prove that the latest Alzara prediction we saw that suggesting we're being watched suggests that Bon Margul is somehow like following us or something, but we're never going to see him, so I don't know if it matters. Oh, we got a bishop in there. So, the bookshop is great because we can purchase books that will be available from the library. The trouble with this is the bookshop will only be drafted out of the library. You cannot draft the bookshop anywhere else. We really want this New Clue book. We don't have enough money. We could potentially look around for more money today, but there's not a lot of places we're going to find it. Another thing we could do is go for the books that we actually can purchase. You know what? I'm going to go for Realm and Rune today because we saw the Realm book that was down in that underground passage. The book that was all torn up starts with the word Realm. It's probably this book. So we're going to take Realm and Rune, and with my extra money, I'm going to purchase both of these. Because at the very least, I give myself some other books to check out from the library if I haven't got these new ones yet. But I'm going to want all of these. Once I've purchased every book from here, this room is basically useless. So, yeah. Well, there's the attic I can't take because it's got all those gems cost. Dark room will let me into the antechamber, which is nice because I don't have to draft anything out of it. Well, that's the end of that. I could go down and pull room 46 lever. I have the steps for that, right? Do I have running shoes? It's risky. I should also check the time and make sure I'm not blowing it with the clock tower. Is there a clock in here? Thanks for the gems, partner. I do want to make sure I'm not screwing up on time. So I'm going to walk up the clock tower again. I just like walking upstairs, actually. I think that's what you want to know. In fact, I like trying to make you really, really dizzy. So if this is doing anything for you, you're welcome. It is 12. So I have enough. I think I have enough time if I really run to get to the north lever and back. If I blow it, I blow it. But I don't want to stand here until 1:30. It's not happening. Be nice if there was a clock in the basement, but I don't think there's one there either. Now, why would I be doing this? I might... You know what I might be doing this for? I might take the crown of the blueprints and then go to the coat check and put the crown in the coat check instead of the vault key. Because the vault hasn't been happening for a while. But the crown of the blueprints is a very useful item to have, because right now if the key is in the coat check is kind of locked up, and the key is not useful unless I also have the vault. And since I don't have both of those rooms, then, well, I'm basically like taking a room out of the running. The coat check isn't useful until I get both with that and the vault. Whereas if I put the crown in the vault, then, or sorry, if I put the crown in the coat check, then the coat check is useful to me at any point. And I can basically keep the crown forever until such time as I want to go for the vault puzzle. Maybe I try to get the conservatory again, and if I get the conservatory enough times, the vault will show up there, and I'll decrease the rarity of the vault so it'll show up more often, at which point if I find a safe deposit box key, it's much easier to solve the puzzle. That's another option. Because right now, it's not doing me any good to keep the key in the vault forever, and just hope I get lucky. Sure, I will lose the key, but I can find it again, I'm sure. Some other way. Yeah, I definitely have enough time to get to here in the clock tower and back. Let's get the crown, which will not be used today at all, because I have no more rooms to draft. But tomorrow I could use it to... Well, I'd have to get the coat check, but tomorrow if I got the coat check, I could use the crown to basically get free redrafts and free gems. And I would start the day with multiple keys because I have tomorrow rooms. How many keys do I start with? I start with 3, I believe. I start with the key for the clock tower, coat check, and break room. And planetarium. I'll start tomorrow with 4 keys. Which direction? I want to head to the cloister. I don't know what I'm doing. I gotta go around through the dining room. It's now 12:30. Yeah, I have so much time. Yeah, nothing's in that lavatory. So we're going to check... What am I doing? Hold on. I need to have the crown in my... I'm so stupid. I need to have the crown first. Will I have enough steps now? That was really boneheaded. I should have enough steps. What I won't have is enough steps to go back to the clock tower. So let me grab the crown first. Oh, I might not have enough steps to put in the coat check now. I was really stupid. Hold on, I have 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, I don't have enough to get back to the coat check. Well, that was really stupid of me. Is there any place I can get food? I've used up my dining room perks. If I'd gone here first, I think I would have been fine. Well, I guess then we're going to lose everything for no reason. I'm not going to make it to the break room. It's all the way down here. Yeah, let's just head back. Dang it, that was really stupid. Now I feel like an idiot. There's nothing left to do but wait for 1:30. Although, hold on a second. I won't have enough steps if I get the Sanctum key. Right? Like, if there's a Sanctum key for waiting for 1:30, I would have 4 steps left, then 3, then 2. 2 steps left. I'm going to run out of steps before I get to the Sanctum. Wow, I really, really made a mistake there by going to the coat check. I should have thought about it more, because I basically just screwed over both puzzles I was trying to do. Actually, I screwed over multiple things. I'm going to lose the keycard now. I'm not going to get the Crown of the Blueprints. I can't check that. I'm not going to get the Sanctum key from this room because I'm not going to have enough steps to get to the Inner Sanctum. That was completely unforced error. I'm not going to be able to find any food. Yeah, I ruined that one. That's embarrassing. So now I got to basically start over from square one tomorrow. Well, not really. Square one. I've set myself up with other things. I know more things now, but tomorrow I'll at least start with keys. That'll be helpful. But I won't start with anything else extra, and I won't have the other bonuses. So without anything left to do, I'm going to call it a day. Is there a reason to call it a day in a room? Planetarium would be good to call it a day in, but I don't have enough steps. 2, 1, 0. I'd be out of steps. Dang, I could not have bungled that harder. We're going to call it a day here. Isn't that great? You just watched a nice 40-minute video of me setting up for puzzles that I completely ruined at the end. Well, I hope you like that. If you don't like that, you don't like blueprints. Well, I guess I'm gonna try again tomorrow and see what I can get with my extra keys. In the meantime, I've been Key of W. You've been whoever you are. Have a good day.